Hey, House of Cards. So today we're going to be looking into your energy. This reading is about someone who feels guilty. Someone who feels guilty for how they treated you, for how the situation ended up between you two. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you come across this reading, that is when the message is for you. Okay, I just want to cleanse my cards really quickly. This person feels guilty. The person in your energy who feels guilty. All right, Spirit. Tell me about this person. How does my collective view this person? How does my collective view this person? One more shuffle. How does my collective view this person? You wanted to invest in this person. This is the person that you wanted to invest in. I'm getting the sense you may have wanted to be married to this person. I feel like you wanted a traditional relationship with this person. But you feel like this person was holding back secrets from you with the High Priestess. You knew there was something you were missing when it came to this connection. Something that you didn't know. But you knew. What you knew is that there was something that you didn't know. Yeah, the reason that this was stalling out. You knew there had to be a reason. High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You knew there had to be a reason. You could feel like this person's friends played a factor. People in their family, their friend circle. You knew there was more to something that had to do with a friend circle. You feel like that was the reason this situation was stalling out. But this person was telling you they were ready with the Chariot card, Two of Swords, but they were refusing to make a choice. I'm almost getting the sense that this people was hanging on, yeah, Two of Swords, needing to make a choice. I'm getting the energy that this person was holding on to people, places, and things from their past. How did you feel about that? These people gave this person a lot of attention. You feel like this person received a lot of attention from this social group. You could feel like this person entertained particular people for attention. And you feel like they needed to move away from these people in order for this situation to progress. I feel like these people have been a part of this person's circle for a while with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, Three of Cups. This person was having a hard time letting go of what was familiar to them. You know, whether it's like these people were part of this person's lifestyle. So if this person had a lifestyle of going out a lot or entertaining, you know, friends of the opposite sex, because I'm almost getting that energy. Or this person was entertaining a certain social community and they've done that for a long time. And then here you come along, an opportunity for this person to have a stable relationship. But this person was hanging on to these social groups from their past. They needed to move away from these things. Full card in reverse, though. They weren't. They were too afraid to make that leap. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't want to let these people go. Who are these people? Who are these people? Who are these people? I feel like these people were on again, off again. Some of these people could have been exes. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. These could have been situations. I don't know if this person was hanging on to exes, keeping in contact with exes. That's what this is giving me. That may not resonate for all of you. For others of you, I mean, these people just could have been people that your person needed to let go of because they were causing instability in their life. So even if these are homeboys or homegirls who cause their life to be unstable. But I'm also getting, for some of you, these are past connections that this person would keep in contact with. For some of you, this person could have gave these situations more attention than they were getting back. Even though I see her earlier in the reading, you feel like this person could have gotten attention from these people. Your person could have also reached out to these people. So say, for instance, you know, if you were to go through someone's phone and you see that they're the one initiating contact with exes or old flings or, you know, just girls or guys from their past, and you see that they're the one putting in most of the work when it comes to reconnecting with these people. I feel like these are past connections. Yeah, your person could have been the one doing majority of the action to reconnect from these people that they were on breaks from. Why does this person feel guilty? Let's see why your person feels guilty. Why does your person feel guilty? 2 and 3. Thank you to everyone who likes the video. Shout out to all of my subscribers, my new ones and my day ones. Let's see why your person feels guilty. Why does your person feel guilty? Feel like your person feels like now they're ready to give to this. Now they're ready to give you what you want, but you two are disconnected. They feel like they can't speak to you. They have to keep that to themselves. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is love lost for this person. This person could be blocked. Person could be blocked. I'm getting Death card also. Death card in reverse at the top of my deck. On the top of my other deck. I feel like this person was stubborn to change when you dealt with them. I feel like now this person is the energy of, they think to themselves that they'd be willing to give you what you want now. But they can't because you two are not on speaking terms. You've put this person on ice Four of Swords, King of Swords in reverse. This person could have gave you a really cold energy when they dealt with you. With that King of Swords in reverse. They could have acted unbothered with the things that hurt you. They feel like they've lost you. World card, they feel like you've moved on. You could be an air sign. This person could be an air sign, an earth sign, a water sign. This person feels like you've moved on. They see you as a really big loss and a lost opportunity. I feel like this person feels guilty for giving you the cold shoulder. I feel like this person was very cold towards you and your emotions and how you felt about issues. This person could have acted really lazy when it came to giving you what you wanted and meeting you halfway in the past. And I feel like they feel guilty about that. This person is acknowledging that their lack of action and their lack of equal give and take and their cold shoulder that they were giving you when it came to how you felt about issues in the relationship, that's why they feel guilty now. That's the reason they feel like they have this loss when it comes to you. They feel like they see you in a new phase in your life with the World card, Queen of Swords. I feel like now you're kind of setting really clear boundaries with this person. Why does this person feel guilty? They feel guilty for giving you a hard time and making you compete with other people for their attention. Five of Wands. They feel guilty about the conflict. I feel like this person is beating themselves up like, wow, that was something so easy that I could have just done and I would have still had my person. Ten of Wands in reverse. They're acknowledging to me that they know that this is something you guys could have gotten over if they just did it. They could have just fixed it. They could have just relieved you of the burden. And that's why they feel guilty. I feel like I'm getting intuitively that they feel like that's an easy thing that I could have done. I could have just met the collective halfway. I could have did my part to relieve the burden of the conflicts we were going through. I feel like this person blames themselves. Ten of Cups in reverse. If you had a family with this person, they feel like they lost their family. They lost their happily ever after when they lost you. Because of them not taking action when it came to resolving conflicts. I feel like this person could have iced you out when you two were together or towards the end of the connection. This person may have tried to explore their options as well with this Knight of Wands or with this Page of Wands. They could have been really curious about people outside of the connection. They could have indulged themselves in their curiosities when it came to people outside of the connection. They realized that the grass was not greener on the other side. So if you two are disconnected, which I'm getting the energy that for my collective that I'm speaking to you are, I feel like this person has actually tried to pursue things with the people that caused conflict while you two were together. And they feel like the grass was not greener on the other side. If there's particular people that caused, which I see, if this reading resonates for you, then that tells me that there was particular people that caused issues in your two's connection. And I feel like when you two disconnected, this person pursued those people. And I feel like they feel guilty now because they realize that that was stupid. The grass was not greener on the other side. Now they feel like they lost everything that they actually really wanted. They lost their happily ever after pursuing these other people. This person could have said really harsh things to you, been really stubborn, and pursued other people. While you were committed to this person, you were sturdy and reliable, consistent. You were a rock to this person. And this person could have said really harsh things to you. They could have been really stubborn to change, really stubborn when it came to making any effort, putting anything into this connection. Also, they could have been really unreliable. I also feel like this person tried to pursue other people. For the collective that I'm talking to. This person, that's what this person feels guilty about. They feel guilty for the things that they said, for how stubborn they were when it came to you, the lack of effort, the lack of consistency that they put in, and the fact that they pursued these other people. Because they feel like those other people they pursued were not worth it. They weren't better than you. You're the person this person would like to commit to. Let's see if this person will be reaching out anytime soon. And if so, what would that look like? And then we'll also get some burning oracles from your person, what they would like to say to my collective. Remember, this reading is timeless. Whenever you come across this reading, that's when you're meant to see it. You can reach out to me for a personal reading at the email in my description box. Will this person be reaching out? No. But they hold on to you. I feel like the reason this person won't be reaching out is because they feel like they can't. They feel like you want nothing to do with them. But they're also holding on to you. You could be an air sign, you don't have to. But this person feels like they get a very cold, matter-of-fact energy from you. Like no BS, no nonsense. But they're also getting this energy that they're blocked, that you dropped them because of what they did to you. There's things that this person did to you that they feel like, I feel like this person understands now that some of those things are things that would probably be extremely difficult for you to get over. And I feel like this person views you as not being able to get over those things. They did too much. They did too much. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this situation has pushed this person into trying to discover who they are, why they do the things that they do. What caused them to fumble someone like you? Someone that they care about so much. King of Pentacles. This person could be throwing themselves into their work, their finances. They could be trying to become a more stable person. a more stable and reliable person. I will say, collective, that I feel like this person is acknowledging the ways in which they went wrong in this connection. With this hermit card, I do feel like this person is trying to do this self-discovery. Like, why do I do the things that I do? Or why did I do the things that I did? And I feel like they're trying to get a handle on themselves with this King of Pentacles and become a more stable, reliable, consistent, mature, and responsible person. That's what their goals are currently while they're holding on to you. It's almost like losing you is what inspired this person to do the work on themselves. Let's see what this person would say to you deep down. Let's see what this person would say to you deep down. One more shuffle. What would this person say to my collective? I'm ready to take my mask off. That could have been why this person liked to entertain other situations that were more superficial, because with you, this person would have to go deeper. I feel like at that time, they weren't ready for that. They weren't ready to let go of the facade and really let you in a really deep and real way. You're always on my mind. This person's holding on to you, collective. I underestimated how important you are in my life. That's how I feel. This person fumbled you, and they didn't realize they were fumbling the most important thing in their life at the time. They thought possibly the grass was greener. Maybe this person thought they'd be fine if they were single, until they got out there in them streets and they realized that these people don't compare to you. Let me do one more. I'm feeling like one more message from the collective's person. One more message. One more message from my collective's person. I realize all the mistakes I've made. I mean, these cards pretty much sum up this whole reading. You're always on my mind. I underestimated how important you are in my life. I'm ready to take my mask off. I realize all the mistakes I've made. Okay? That's what I have for you, collective. And I will see you guys next time.